together and be on point for the morning. For the morning. Now, welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Yep. Back to the workflow. Back to the workflow. You know what I'm saying? It go big bank, take little bank. Now, the reason I got that thumbnail up there is the classic reason why the Broncos lost the game. They lost the game because they fumbled like 2 or 3 times on the goal line. And when you're playing in a hostile environment, you're playing in a place where the conditions are not favorable to you. They're not favorable to you at all. So this is the problems that I try to tell people about ball control. Like turnovers, being sacked, missing field goals. All of this stuff adds up to the end of the game. Russell Wilson did not do well at the end of the game because he was worn down. The receivers were beat up. Everybody was tired. It was the first week, the first game of the season. But for him to fumble the ball like that, like 2 or 3 times, it's like, come on. It was like, come on. What are we doing here? The Broncos had ample enough time to come back and win. The play calling was horrendous. Now Russell, you know, I can't put a lot of blame on Russ because it was his first game with a new team. And I think Detroit T, shout out to Detroit T, he said it best. Like, man, he's with a new team and they're in a new offense. So some of his hot reads or some of the places he needs to go with the ball, he doesn't have guys there. So he didn't have guys there in the immediate spot that he usually would have there. Does that mean the Broncos still, does this mean this hurts the Broncos going to the Super Bowl? No, I still got the Broncos going. I still think they will go. Only thing they have to do is work on some things and they'll be all right. Defensively, they're legit. They just got to work on getting to the passer. Look, Geno Smith came out, did his job. But Geno Smith is not going to lead your team to the playoffs. Okay? Because the Seachickens are not going that far, man. They finna be put in a bowl or put in a pot, and they gonna get their ass cooked up for the rest of the season. Now, if you believe that they're going to practically win the division, then you're out your mind. I still think the Niners could win the division after I saw this past week. I believe the Niners are going to win the division, and I believe the Rams are going to be second, and I believe the Cardinals and Seahawks will be near last. I know the Cardinals will probably win more games because they got Kyler Murray as opposed to they got Geno. But that's how I look at it for that division. Now, all they have to do is clean up the turnovers on the goal line. The Broncos will be fine. Broncos are going to go on they'll probably win the next 3-4 games, and then they'll be back in the driver's seat. Now, the Chargers, I do not like the Chargers. I do not like the offense. I think the offense is still looking like last year, Justin Herbert or bust. They don't have a consistent running game. Now, defensively, if the Chargers give you that at the end of every game, if they can close the deal, if the defense can close the deal for the Chargers going to be tough. You know, they'll be tough. So the Broncos, I don't really see the Broncos falling off that much. I think they're going to be in the mix with everybody. The Raiders, the only thing I don't like about the Raiders is I just don't like Derek Carr. Derek Carr to me is he's not going to basically do anything that has you like, okay, we're going to win it all. Like, you don't even trust it. Raider fans, like my boy Joe Cool, shout out to Joe Cool, he'll tell you straight up, like, look, man, Derek Carr is a terrible quarterback. He'll tell you straight up, that dude is terrible, man. He'll tell you that shit. He do not like Derek Carr. You don't like him. You don't like that dude at all. But the Seahawks, what's up, Scrub? I gave y'all love, bro. I gave y'all love. I gave the Saints love on All Day Football. Christian's stupid. Christian came here like, man, the Saints ain't gonna get no love, man. No, the Saints get a lot of love. I mess with the Saints. I told you before the year, I think y'all gonna sweep us. Oh, media, yeah. The media don't respect the Saints. Because Drew Brees don't play there no more. They think Jameis ain't all that good. But it's funny to me how Jameis Winston got the job done with Allen over Bruce Arians. This ain't about the Saints right now, right? Yeah, Scrub stupid. What up, Felton? Nah, the Saints ain't rebuilding. Rebuilding? How? That team is loaded. You got Michael Thomas. You got Jarvis Landry. I'll talk about them. I'm going to talk about them later. Now, the Seahawks, what they did was they moved the ball. They ran the ball well. They ran the ball. But it's funny to me how the Seahawks got a better offensive line all of a sudden when Russell leaves. Don't y'all find that kind of peculiar? That they get an offensive line soon as Russell leaves. They're able to run the ball. They're able to do all this type of stuff. So it kind of makes me ponder. Was Russell Wilson not was Russell like, is it because they knew they were going to get rid of him, so they was like, F him? That's very interesting to me. But they ran the ball good. They ball controlled. Geno was making easy passes. Geno was getting the ball out in the first half. First half, he was making the things happen. He was moving that. Yeah, that's what. And it's good now. Everybody's playing up, but then when Russell, something let me know is that I think people on the team like Russell Wilson. You know, I don't think people really was rocking with Russ like that. I think they were just dealing with Russ because he was on the team. Not saying Russ is a bad quarterback, but I'm just saying Russell Wilson has not been the same since he got with Sierra. He just hasn't. But last night was not his fault. Last night, the running backs fumbled the ball 3 times in the red zone, or 2 times in the red zone. Can't remember. I got to go back and look at the team stats. But those fumbles were very costly for them at that time in the game because that could have put them up 2 touchdowns. Dog, they would have been up like 2 touchdowns, or it would have tied at 17. Now, offensively, Russ and Jerry Jeudy they're gonna be on point all season. That's basically like Ty Lockett. The line linebackers were getting attacked all night. The middle of the field was wide open all night. So they got to work on that. But in the third and fourth quarter, Geno wasn't having the same effectiveness. Not blaming everything on him. There were some drops by his receivers and then 2 empty trips. Now, this is just experience. People got to remember, important. That's why you need preseason. You need preseason to get the job done, to be able to move the ball and the no one makes. Yeah, they made a dumb decision at the end of the Bron. I'm like, what are you doing? You should have been throwing the ball near the sidelines, running plays toward the sidelines. That was very bad coaching at the end. That was bad coaching at the end, because at the end, the coaching was like horrible. It was horrible. And then they're going to go for a long field goal. I'm like, dog, you could have got the ball a little closer. It was the dumbest thing. It's like crazy to me how situational football is lost. Like, this showed you last night that situational football is dead. It's that people don't know how to capitalize on mistakes made by the other teams. And that's what they should have done. Like, the Seahawks became stagnant at the end of the game. They were done. All the Broncos had to do was get the ball in position to kick a field goal. And you mean you couldn't do that with that much time left? Russell Wilson and Judy were cooking their ass all night. You should have did more rollout plays. Yeah, he will. Heck, it is. After watching that, I don't know, man. They in trouble. So the Kansas City Chiefs, CPN could sleep well this year, because all he got to worry about is the Chargers so far. Everybody else doesn't look all that. Everybody was mad at the end of the game, dog, because you're gonna go for, like, that play calling was dumb. You're gonna throw the ball. Then you ran it. I think they ran it, and then it's like, what are we doing here? Yeah, they had 20 seconds left. You had a chance to get ball down to the middle of the field. You could have ran a drag route or a deep drag route. You could have ran a deep drag route or a shallow drag route to get that linebacker to bite up and get that safety to play honest, send the post his way. Dog, it's so many things that they could have done in that last minute. It was crazy to me how they did it, piss poorly. And they had 3 timeouts. They had all their timeouts, I believe, or they had 2 timeouts, but they had their timeouts. And you mean to tell me that's the best you could do? Come on. Somebody would have got cussed out at the end of the game. Exactly, that was goofy. You used the whole play clock for that 64-yard field goal. It's like, come on, dog. Yeah, they had all 3 timeouts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had all 3 timeouts, dog. Like, what are you doing? This is how I know this game was scripted, allegedly. This is how I know this game was scripted. You had all 3 of your timeouts, and you mean to tell me Russell Wilson, who has the most game-winning drives outside of Tom Brady in history of the league right now, and you mean to tell me he can't get them down to a touchdown or down to the middle of the field to kick a field goal with 3 timeouts left? Telling you, boy. Telling you. Yeah, use the whole play clock, then kick the 64. Yeah, this goofy shit, man. That shit was so goofy, scrub. I wanted to break the goddamn TV. I was so damn mad at the goddamn TV, dog. It was like, man, get out of here with this, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes, man. That's the foolery that you deal with when you're dealing with a script. That's what I'm saying, man. The NFL ain't shit, dog. And I mean that. They ain't shit. Like, that was the worst ending to a game I've seen in a long time, bro. Oh, Cino cashed out. Oh, I know he cashed out because it was bullshit. Dog, the NFL is not dog. They scripted that game to go like that. You cannot tell me, and dog, Russell Wilson was looking like he was like, man, like he didn't even have no excitement. He was just looking like he was mad, dog. Like he was like, this is some BS, man. He was just looking like this is some BS. Like he was real pissed off. And I know why he was pissed off, because they gave him that phone call. Look, man, you know what to do. This is what the NFL does. This is a business. They have to make you believe certain teams aren't going to be that good, or they got to give you false hope that some teams are going to be that good. When week 8 or week 10 hit, you're going to see all the teams get exposed. You're going to see they're going to push Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes going to be pushed to the top. So is Josh Allen, because these are like the new guys, the young gunners. They're going to push this Bengals team. The Bengals, I don't know how they're going to do it. They got a lot of work to do. This Bengals team is trash. But they're going to push Joe Burrow up there. They're definitely going to push Justin Herbert. They're going to push Justin Herbert. So you're going to have Herbert, Mahomes, Russ, all of them going to get pushed up there. Russ is going to be in it. No, they're going to put their faces up there. Russell Wilson's going to get put up there with Pat. You know, Lamar Jackson, you know, they're going to probably push him up. What's up, Skip A? Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying to Empowered CRB. And shout out to Empowered CRB. But I was telling him the same thing, Felton Morris, that dog. You guys almost choked near the end. If the Mac attack didn't come in there and do what he had to do, y'all would have lost that game. That's the difference with this Chargers team. They have a pass rush now. They got Bosa and Khalil Mack. Dog, it's going to be trouble all year for teams. So the Chargers are going to be legit. The Raiders' problem is going to come down to play calling and Derek Carr. Derek Carr, dog, he just don't got it, man. He's just not that guy. And I told you, Derek Carr and Dak Prescott are the same quarterback. They're the same quarterback. You have to you have to put them in position to do what they have to do. Like to make their plays. It's crazy. And you have to put them in that position because you already know. If you don't put them in that position, you know, they're going to struggle. But they need a running game. The Raiders' running game was getting shut down. And plus, they were behind a lot because Derek Carr either threw a couple picks or he fumbled it. When he threw that pick, that's when everything changed. Yeah, exactly. Shit, chilling, man. Going to work, Skippy. Back on the clock after a week off. So I got to get back into my damn routine. It's crazy, man. It's crazy out here. You know? Yeah, exactly. That gets more sabotage. Right, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Like, dog, everybody wants to blame Dak. I'm like, dude, Dak doesn't control the play calling. Dak, dog, what they should have done in that game, the Buccaneers' pass defense was killing Dak. So that's why you run the ball. That's why you run screens. They didn't run a screen at all that night. You could have threw the ball to Zeke on the screen. Zeke is back. Zeke was in phenomenal shape. Zeke looked it real good. Zeke was out there killing. Pollard was killing. And you just stopped giving him the ball. Plus, you should have put CeeDee Lamb in the backfield. You could have had a three-headed monster. You see, they don't know how to use personnel. That's my only issue with a lot of these coaches. Dog, CeeDee Lamb is great with the ball. Let him be like Debo. Move him around. You got him playing the X or the Y. He is not an X or Z wide receiver. He's not that great at route running. That's the same thing you saw with Marquise Brown against the Chiefs. He was trying to do all that bullshit, trying to run his routes and all. I'm like, dog, he is not a route runner. Then Kyler Murray had to start going to the other guy, Dortch, because Marquise Brown wasn't getting open. He was getting jammed at the line and pushed around. And I kept telling everybody that Hollywood Brown is not good. But everybody tried to say it. And then everybody now, they like, man, these Ravens receivers are pretty good. I said, I know they good because I watched preseason. And what they were doing in preseason, Duvernay, Bateman, and all of them, Isaiah Likely, they were killing. This receiving core knows how to run routes. They know how to play their position. Marquise is not a strong route runner. That's the one thing he doesn't have with his cousin. His cousin is a beast. Antonio Brown is immaculate with his route running. This kid don't have any route running. He did not garnish the he did not get the route running gene. You know, he got athleticism, but that only gets you so far, dog. Like, everybody in the league can run a 4.4 damn near. 4.5, 4.6 at an angle they could cut your bitch ass off and take your water. Yeah, I know. That's why I like Duvernay as well. I said it, Scrub. I was like, dog, Duvernay is going to be a problem this year. And everybody was laughing at me like, man, no, you don't know. And that's why I be trying to tell them. Like, dude, I know what the hell I be talking about, dog. I know this. I know football. You know what I'm saying? I know what I got to do. You dig? That shit too boring. So that's all I'm saying. You know? But the Broncos will be all right. I think they'll be fine. I like the Broncos team. They just got to clean up some mistakes they made. Rush just got to learn where his hot rods, his hot reads are at, so he can get the ball to who he can get it to. So, you know, we gonna see, man. This is gonna be a good football season, but they got to do better, man. This script is like obvious as hell. Obvious as hell. Yeah. And the Jets, if the Jets ever get their ass a quarterback, the Jets are going to be tough, man. Sauce Gardner growing on me. Sauce Gardner was out there hitting shit. Exactly, Skippy. As long as Jerry running shit, they're done. You're watching Google highlights, man. I done seen all of them. That Colts in that Texans game, Matt Ryan cost the Colts that game. Matt Ryan was fumbling the ball. He was throwing a pick like the dude couldn't hold on to the ball when he got hit. Yeah, the Jets got a real good defense. Yeah, Matt Ryan and coach. Yeah, they blew that Texans game. They gave the Texans 20 points by field position. Dog, when you fumble the ball in field position that's good for the other team, you're in trouble. Oh man, Joe Wacko should. Dog, how Cam got a job, but how Joe got a job, but Cam ain't got a job. Cam could have came in for the Jets and did way better than him. Yeah, the Texans choke Felton, but the problem mostly was the Colts. The Colts' problem is they were fumbling the ball. If the Colts would have never fumbled the ball or threw the pick, dog, they would have beat y'all soundly. y'all just put points on the board because of their momentum. They lost the ball, so when y'all got the ball back, they put you in an easy position to score. So, yeah, the Colts gave y'all that game, and y'all lost it. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. The coach gave y'all that whole game, and y'all lost it. Davis Mills suck, dog. Davis Mills suck. They need to go get them a quarterback. And this time when they get a quarterback, make sure that you got the right people around them. Don't bring in no damn Bill O'Brien with his sorry ass. But yeah, I'm about to get on to the, yeah, they do, Scrub. But I got to get into this building, man. Thank y'all for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. If y'all love what y'all hear, y'all could go to my description box, hit that link to my Cash App. You know, you that'll take you there. You could donate whatever your heart's desire. You guys can also super chat when we're going live or premiere video. And you guys can, you know, super thanks, you know. Thank you guys, man, for your love and blessings, man. We out. It's Deezy.